Cheers and welcome my friends, I'm Horath and we are playing Tyranny as a noble mage, or rather as an Archon, a very powerful Archon, maybe the Archon of Edicts or the Tears. And in the last episode we silenced the voices of Horath, and now we have traveled to our ally, Graven Ash, who wanted to see us. He actually called us before we went to the voices, but I didn't respond to his summons because I thought he would respect me as an Archon. Let's see how we fare now that we actually killed his fellow War Archon, the guy that sort of led this conquest by his side and was as powerful as him, I guess. I guess that should give us some respect, I hope. So, hello. Okay, he's not up there.
I see no fresh blood on your armor, but I sense that something has happened. Where once many congregated, there is now an absence. That can mean only one thing. The voices of Horath is no more. Can this be true?
I actually really don't like this setup. The Earthshakers in the back. These guys over here. The Ad Marshal in front. I really don't like this. He looks like he is expecting to be attacked. Although on the other hand, I am as well. So I guess it's fine. We will deal with it when we come to it. Before he can go on, Ash's shoulders tremble, and he clutches one arm to repress the shaking. He squeezes his eyes shut, only opening them again once his composture is restored. Are you well, Archon? He has had that a couple of times now.
Well enough, damn you! Oh. Forgive me, Fatebinder.
His eyes widen as he realizes the magnitude of his outburst. He drags his hand across his mouth to clean away a line of spittle.
Suffice to say, this war has taken its toll on me, as have all the battles of centuries past. I have lost more friends and countrymen than any sane general could be expected to endure.
His grimace falls as he lacks the strength to maintain it.
I take each death personally, you understand. Down to the rank and file of my stone shields, the harm inflicted upon my northern sons and daughters. At times it seems visited upon me as well.
Yeah, I guess that's the downside of his Archon powers.
But never mind an old man's ruminations. You have a report to make, and I am anxious to hear it.
He makes an effort to stand tall, but you know it's a facade that cloaks his waning strength. His eyes twitch as he recognizes your scrutiny. As well as you know anything, one fact is clear. Ash is in pain. The voices was a rabid animal, and I put him down like one.
Truer words have never been spoken. He was a monster, and the world will not weep for his passing. Another Archon of Secrets may take his place in time, but for now his ragged throne is vacant. At last, the Scarlet Chorus are undone. We can properly conduct this war and subjugate the Tears as Kairos intended. That I can see this day, while the voices of Horath grows cold. He would never forget this indignity.
Yeah, I think you like that. I've seen pictures of on Twitter with Horath and Graven Ash, and it shows Graven Ash before he met the voices of Horath and after, and you see him with full, long, flowing black hair before he met Horath, and then afterwards he looks like this. He lost all the hair and all that because he he had to worry so much about Horath. How do you plan to do that?
Considering how much you've managed to subdue the disorder of the Tears, finalizing our conquest in Kairos' name should be little more than tidying up pockets of discontent. We could have the entire realm subdued under the laws and customs we hold dear within the next span.
Will someone claim the Archon's vacant title?
In time, yes. No doubt they will have to be as treacherous as he was, though I cannot imagine their power will resemble his. For all his multitudes, the voices of Horath was a singular being. Nothing like him has ever existed, or likely will again.
Yeah, I guess so. There are reports of people assuming another Archon's title. There were multiple Archons of War before Graven Ash, and I think there were also multiple Archons of Fire and... wait a minute. I think Ruin or something. Yeah, something like that. We still have to settle the matter of Kairos' decree. Only one Archon may rule the tiers.
Yes. I thought we would come to this. I had hoped to avoid the confrontation. Your service to my army has been exemplary, and I hate to lose a friend on the eve of victory.
Okay, he calls me a friend. That's something gained.
I knew you as Tunon's pupil, but now you are an Archon, and so much more. I would see you continue in your service to Kairos, but as my ally rather than my enemy.
Okay, so far I agree with you.
Bow in allegiance to me, and Kairos will be appeased. We can govern this lawless land together, and invite the savages into civilized custom.
Hey, that is futile. I'm not gonna say that. That makes no sense. We have to fight, or Kairos is gonna send his army against us. But I'm also not gonna bend the knee. I haven't come this far to bend the knee.
I was afraid this would be your temperament, and it saddens me. Power should have humbled you, but it has made you vain. What do you propose, then? Will we fight to the death needlessly, or will you reconsider my offer?
Okay, I can attack him, and I can say you can bow to me. I'm gonna go for that one. Would be really cool if it worked.
A proposal as insulting as it is laughable. You are an Archon in your infancy, unproven, untested, and unprepared for the trials of leadership.
Ash squeezes his fists together. Well, I also have more power than any Archon before with the edicts. Just keep that in mind, dude. Submit. I have proven myself the true general, and your army is mine to command. Well, I'm not gonna go for that one. If I can avoid it, I would like to avoid it, actually. Would be very useful to be allied with him. Then I would have two Archons under my command, Sirin and him. Submit. Yours? By what possible right? By what mad ambition do you challenge my... The strength behind his words falters, and Ash goes silent. His brow creases, and the severity of his expression diminishes as he looks to the soldiers around you. The countrymen he proudly marched into war. He studies them each in turn, nodding as some unspoken truth is confirmed. Look at your troops, Ash. You are their father, but I am their commander.
I am not ignorant to the wisdom of your words. They pierce me like a lance through my heart, but there is truth. This conquest has opened old wounds. At times, I have not acted like the leader that my army deserved. I was an accomplished warlord in the earliest days of the Empire. There was no fortress I couldn't breach, no distance I couldn't march. But the years have reduced me. I care too deeply for my legion to see them suffer.
Yeah, I guess that can definitely be a weakness if you're trying to wage a war. I mean, you don't want anyone to die, but sometimes you have to take a fortress or something and lose men to win the war. If you can't do that, you're sort of out of luck.
I lost nearly everyone for whom I cared, and suffered for those I sought to protect. I would not wish this for anyone. I submit to your authority.
Yes!
And master of the disfavored. Where you lead, I go. Where you command, I follow.
Aw, that's really mean. Pitiful old greybeard. That's really cruel. No, I'm not gonna be that cruel. A wise choice. The disfavored will see their honor restored under my rule. Yes! Amazing! Fatebinder, you have proven yourself a truer general than I ever was. I relinquish my hold over these women and men, and place them in your keeping. He sighs and stands at ease. I asked only that you be good to them. They are far from home, and deserve treatment and leadership befitting their noble blood. I submit to you. As your Archon, I will obey your laws, carry out your orders, and protect whatever way of life you see fit to impose on the tiers. And beyond. Okay, and beyond. That's interesting. I mean... and beyond. So I guess he would march against Kairos with me. Well, you carry a heavy burden now. It is no small task to lead a legion. Their lives, their deaths, are yours to bear. He winces and sniffs back a tear. At times, the strain was too much, even for the likes of me. Devotion claims a heavy toll, and over the years it wore me down until he trails off, focusing on some point in the distance. Are you alright, Ash? Fine, fine! Ignore an old man's wandering mind. You are young yet, with the world laid out before you. Your soldiers will look to you for guidance. You must be ready to take on any challenge on their behalf. Lead by example. Lead with the iron fist of the disfavored. I will do everything in my power to deserve this honor. Yeah. I am honored by this, so yes. Yeah, they are happy. The time has come to bring glory and triumph to this conquest. Go now and bring order to what remains of the tiers. I will stay behind with the army, training and preparing to carry out your will. As your general and Archon, I demand obedience and supplication. I see that you're keenly aware of the benefits of your station. Very well. You must execute your authority how you see fit. Ash winces and regards you with fear. Okay, my power has increased because I gained the loyalty of the disfavored. Where are we now? No, that gave me a good boost actually. 1585. Yeah! I'm really happy that this ended that way. What do we have here? I think all the commanders. Merrick, Theodore, Radix Iron Corps, and the Iron Marshal. Okay, let's see what they have to say. We're proud to have you on our side, Archon. The disfavored are stronger than ever. He says nothing. Fatebinder, excuse me, Archon. We need strong leadership, and that goes for Ash too. I guess so. I guess so. Ash really didn't have it in him to be the leader of the tiers like that. Well, maybe, but he's grown old, I guess. Let's say what these guys have to say. Is it Archon or General from now on? Hello. She bows as you approach. I'm honored to serve under you, General, Fatebinder, and Archon. All titles you have earned without question. You bring glory to the disfavored. Okay, I'll be on my way. Hello. The disfavored will speak of the Fatebinder for ages to come. I promise you that. I guess so. Alright then. So now we have our own army. We have a second Archon under our command. Besides Sirin. Really wish I would have been able to get on the good side of Sirin. That is one thing that irks me. But there was no way. I didn't want to scare her, and I couldn't bind her in loyalty, so now she's neither here nor there, I guess. Fatebinder, or should I say, General. He raises his fist in a vigorous salute. It will be an honor to follow you into battle. With 2 Archons leading us, victory is all but assured. Okay, well, yeah, no questions.
Sorry, I can't.
That's fine. Okay, let's go. I think our job is done over here. Nothing more to do, so I think we'll just travel to Tunon then. So I'm gonna save it here. And then we'll go. Juno wanted to see us. I think we did rather well. I mean, there's gonna be peace in the tiers now. The only thing that worries me is that, yeah, we still are a threat to Kairos. We still are a threat to Kairos. Face Tunon's judgment. What? Stand before Tunon in his court in the Bastard City and explain your actions in the tiers. I guess that had to come. So, let's see how it goes. There's Lady Lucretius. Mocking Blaze, Bloodmulch, Bitter Quip, Albitronus, Sevius, and Aurora. So these are the commanders that we met at first. I think she's always been at court. Oh, right, okay. I can't talk with people. No more proceedings will be held for nobles today. This court is closed. This is an outrage! We demand to be heard! This decree is not subject to deliberation. The officers will escort you all out.
Fatebinder, thank you for answering my summons. This could very well be the defining hour of the conquest.
I guess it is. Oh, I can kill him, I guess. No. If it comes to that, I'll do it. No, not right now. The pleasure is mine, Your Honor.
Your manners do you well. All the same, we are here for justice, not pleasantries.
Okay, I agree.
I first want to make it clear why we've assembled today. After the collapse of Vendrian's Well and the start of the Civil War, it became clear to me that there must have been some great fault on the part of the Archons.
Indeed, I agree.
We come together to root out the source of our troubles, and determine which of the Archons has sown more chaos during the war.
I can point to the culprit and spares the discussion. Bloodmulch aims the tip of a crude dagger at your heart. This is the scum who brought down the voices. I don't think he's really thinking straight, because if I can bring down the voices, I can bring down this guy too. Well, I think maybe he hopes that Tuna will strike me down. I hope it isn't your intention to arm yourself before a court of peaceful legal representatives, Commander, unless to offer amusement as Bladenmark flays you for our delight. Kaleo offers an encouraging smile. I wonder if she's trying to encourage him to make that happen, or if he's smiling encouragingly at me. Bloodmulch squints at Kaleo and slowly returns his weapon to its sheath. Tunon turns to aim what you can only assume is a stern look. He refocuses back onto you with cool stoicism.
Much has happened since I dispatched you on that mission.
Indeed.
You killed the voices of Horath, taking the responsibility of an Archon's execution. Explain yourself.
I didn't have much of a choice, did I? I mean, Kairos wanted us Archons to go after each other, and I wasn't going to betray my alliance with the Legion, if at all possible. I think Kairos forced my hand. I didn't have a choice. The court has no time for your lies. Ah, that is, with your approval, mighty Tunon. Bloodmulch quietly backs down.
Don't trouble these halls with a child's reasoning. A Fatebinder is expected to conduct themselves better than this.
I'm an Archon, you git.
The court has a serious problem to address. Your conduct throughout this campaign has come into question, and you will answer for your actions.
Alright. Okay, so these guys are going. Guess they're no longer part of the equation. You've made quite a name for yourself, Fatebinder. Stories of your deeds have spread through the tiers, and all of them have reached this court. Some actions have consequences. We will see that your actions, what your actions have wrought.
The court has its own charges to present and invites you to answer for yourself.
Am I on trial, Your Honor?
Yes, and I would ready yourself to form a defense, because your testimony could augur your doom.
Alright.
The trial begins now. I recommend that you treat these moments with deserving gravity, as they might be your last. Don't attempt to lie or evade answers. I will judge you in the objective eyes of our overlord. Is that understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
At least your civility remains intact.
If I could outlead Graven Ash, maybe I can outjustice Tunon.
You are on trial for transgressing on the Overlord's authority, breaking the laws of the Empire, bringing mayhem to an otherwise orderly conquest, and meddling in concerns that fell beyond your station. Our directive to bring Kairos' peace to the Tiers has suffered, and you will answer for the part you played.
Well, I'm actually totally innocent of that. I did I did nothing to create this situation. In my mind, it's the voices of Horath. All I did was put him down. If you don't mind, Adjudicator, we're on familiar terms with the Fatebinder here. Should any inconsistencies require our input, we will add our voices as testimony. She nods to Regulus and then turns to you with an unreadable expression.
The court has inquiries into your conduct.
Yes.
I first call your travel companions to speak on your behalf as witnesses to your character or accomplices to your crimes.
Alright. That's gonna be interesting.
Who will speak on behalf of the Fatebinder? Siren, Archon of Song. Give us your full report.
Okay.
Of course, Your Honor. Your respect for a fellow Archon is duly noted. I thank you for asking me to add my input in this very delicate matter. I will endeavor to speak honestly and stick to the heart of the matter.
She makes a small curtsy and looks over at you. That's really interesting. All of a sudden she's very polite. I hope that doesn't bode ill for me.
My time with the Fatebinder has been eventful, but nothing I've seen has given me cause to praise or condemn his actions. Like any person, he does good and evil in equal measure, and it all seems to balance itself out in the end.
Alright, yeah, I guess that must be kind of the impression that she has. Too loyalty, too fear. I wasn't really determined enough to scare her into submission, and I couldn't get her loyalty, I guess because of some of the choices that I made in the conquest. Shame.
Will anyone else speak on the Fatebinder's behalf? Tidecaster, let yourself be known to the court.
The court wishes my testimony. Well then, I am Ebb of the School of Tides, and this room echoes a lot. It's very intimidating. I don't know what passes for glowing praise in this particular court, but the Archon gets my reluctant but uncoerced vote of confidence.
Okay, that's nice of you. Thanks, Ebb.
Will anyone else speak on the Fatebinder's behalf? Let the aged chronicler step forward.
That should be interesting.
If it may please the court, I will speak true.
Right. How are we, Lantry? 4 loyalty, nearly 5. And fear 2. Okay.
I have had the honor and privilege of shadowing the Archon. A dream come true for someone so eager to witness history in the unfolding. I can say, with conviction, I am following greatness.
Alright, that's all that he ever wanted, to write an interesting chronicle. And if required, I could produce my travel log to back my claims. I have noted the good with the bad, and I think you'll find the Archon has been a force of order and balance. Exactly what you should want from a Fatebinder. Well, that is very kind of you, Lantry. Thanks.
Will anyone else speak on the Fatebinder's behalf?
I hope you can't hear the bells in the background. In my town, every midday, the church is ringing the bells rather loudly for a long time. I hope that doesn't annoy you. Evidently not. The time has come for the Fatebinder to offer his testimony. You entered the old walls, a clear violation of Kairos' law. How do you answer for this perversion of justice? Do you think yourself above the law? Okay, gotta be careful here. Not gonna say that. They were open and available for plunder. No. Transgression was necessary to complete my tasks. The law stood in the path of justice. Circumstances took me there, Your Honor. Not greed. No, we're gonna go with that one. Transgression was necessary. The law stood in the path of... Fatebinder Kelio shakes her head in confusion. I hope you hear yourself, because that statement alone shows extraordinary contempt for our work. She looks to Tunan for approval. Tunan weighs the matter while studying you in silence. You have the Silent Archive in your possession. Oh no, now it comes out. A repository of forbidden lore the likes of which few in the North have ever comprehended. How do you speak to this clear breach of Kairos' law? Okay, not that one. Yeah, that could be a thing. I'm gonna go with that one. I'm gonna go with the law option and make myself a trusted servant of the court, which I was at the time, I guess. So, as a trusted servant of the court, I'm the only one responsible enough to handle forbidden law. You are not exempt from Kairos' law, but your point is taken. If you haven't used knowledge beyond your ken to spread mayhem, then the court is willing to forgive. Really? I didn't think I would get out of this so easily. Well, I'm not out yet, but I thought that this would be the final nail in my coffin, the Silent Archives. It doesn't look like it, although Tunan is making a point of not getting emotional, I guess. You resolved Kairos' Edict of Storms with a legal contrivance. What's more, you spared Stalwart's ruling bloodline, circumventing the edict's very purpose. Did you think the Overlord's fury was a riddle for you to unravel? This is good. This is not good. This is good, I think. The Overlord's will can be overcome by a legal loophole. Don't you see the implication? Kairos is fallible. Your Honor, I move that this statement be stricken from the record on grounds of falsehood. Tunan weighs the matter while studying you in silence. Ever since you arrived at the Tears, you have proven stubbornly tight-lipped. Your speech is often stilled, as if by some great terror or apprehension. Can you even answer for this anomaly, or are you too simple to manage it? Say nothing, again. That's gonna piss him off, I guess. I'm the strong, quiet type, or in my dispensation of justice, I find it most useful to let others do the talking while I observe and allow them to incriminate themselves. We're gonna go with that one. I guess we'll get that question because we've been glaring silently a couple of times. That is as ridiculous an excuse as I've ever... No, Kaleo, I'm going to allow this. That is a better justification than I had suspected. Thank you for satisfying my curiosity.
I have one final question, Fatebinder. You were brought to this campaign to adjudicate the disagreements between the two armies. After your arrival, matters quickly escalated into a civil war. Did you knowingly join the conquest of the Tears to sow discord in your wake? Or were you merely a victim of circumstance?
Alright, I gotta be very careful here. That one is bad. That one is bad. That would... well, I'm gonna go with the truth. I joined this conquest for the glory of Kairos, but I'm less certain than the Archons did for the same reason. I think Nerat was in to kill Graven Ash from the start, and we have evidence for this as well.
It's possible, even likely, that the Archons traveled south with their own agendas. I make no secret of the fact that the more worthy of the two would have inherited the Tears to rule as their domain under Kairos, and ambition got the better of them both. They were expected to conduct themselves in a professional manner, as were you.
Alright. Oh, Rogalos is stepping in. Conduct aside, the fact that the Archon's corruption is an assumed fact speaks to the success of this Fatebinder's mission. I don't know about the rest of you, he glances toward the other Fatebinders, but I find that mildly encouraging. Oh well, thanks for the glowing recommendation, dude.
I am finished with my line of questioning. Have you any closing remarks for the court?
Okay, I guess that is my final statement. Should we go for this? Should we go for this? I can challenge him to a trial by combat. I'm not sure though. Just want to say that I don't recognize this court's authority to judge me. That's gonna piss him off. Years have shown me that one conflict can change the face of the tears. I'm the hammer that pounds ore into a workable shape. I mean, I kind of agree with this. I mean, you have Kairos' peace, but Kairos first conquers the region. And then she six each Archon against the other. I really don't see much justice in all the things that she does. This is true as well. The Battle Overlord stands before you, ready to define justice as he sees fit. Maybe we can pull him on our side with this. Let's try it. So, his peace is a lie. The Overlord holds dominion because we're ignorant to alternatives. The Battle Overlord stands before you, ready to define justice as he sees fit.
Were it anyone else standing in your place, I would condemn them as a traitor. I cannot deny that you have challenged many of the beliefs I once held to be unshakable.
Alright.
After weighing the charges, this court finds you...
Drum roll, please.
Innocent. Against
right.
all expectation, I find you innocent.
I am,
Your
dude.
testimony was sufficient to justify your deeds, your self-appointed authority, and your undermining of Kairos' law. I can hardly believe it myself.
Tunon raises a trembling hand to his mask. Adjudicator, are you unwell? Rogodus takes a cautious step. Leave him. I want to see how this plays out. Cadio leans forward with interest.
Archon, your presentation in the court today has shaken many of my core beliefs. Things I held sacred under Kairos' law are now uncertain.
He looks at his gavel with a sense of bewilderment.
I once thought that Kairos was the sole overlord. The notion of rising to her echelon of power and influence wasn't a concept that existed for me. For anyone.
Yes.
You have proven her wrong. What's more, you understand justice and law better than she ever did. Better than even...
Upon his mask, the corners of his eyes crinkle as if in agony. I guess he wanted to say better than even myself.
I am willing to accept you as my new sovereign, if you'll have me.
Yes! Yes! Nice! So I outled Graven Ash, and I outjusticed Tunon. That's amazing. I'd say my lawful behavior has paid off. Yes, I killed the one dude in the lava for the sigil. On the other hand, he was one of the sages who hadn't fled. He was already a convicted criminal for storing forbidden knowledge. All the people in the Vellum Citadel were. So I guess it's not really against the law. It's not very just either though. So I guess I gotta take that one. Take the blame for that one. It still haunts me. Maybe it'll make me a better man. Yeah, I totally have you. I accept. Together we will rewrite law and lay the groundwork for a new empire.
My gavel and my justice are yours. I will execute your laws as you draft them, show mercy as you see fit, and bring to ruin all who would reject you. Nice.
Alright, what's happening? Ah, Blood Mark. Silently, Blood Mark seeps from the shadows. He glides forward, palming two black-bladed daggers as his eyes dart between you and Tunon.
Adjudicator, kid.
I am not a kid. He greets the both of you with a curt nod before stating his claim.
Allow this blade to cut to the point. I have an objection. Or two.
Because he has two blades. He twirls both daggers, fingers moving deftly in and out of shadow, the movement nearly hypnotic and wholly blurred, and all the while his brightly burning eyes bore into yours. Really? You have to do this now? Yeah, I don't like where this is going. I'm not some kid. I'm an Archon now. You do understand who you're messing with, right? Maybe I can flip him off. Really? Smiles pleasantly, teeth gleaming in the darkness. Yeah, you like that. How are we looking here? Favor 3. Maybe he'll bow to me as well.
Look, it's not like I have a grudge against you. I just can't let you live on Kairos' orders. I'm sure you understand.
Kairos' mandate doesn't require either of us to die. We only need to bow to one another. Tunon is willing to swear to me. Why won't you? I think that's better than the law argument. Don't want to flip him off more.
I would not so readily hand my leash to another. God, really? Did you think I would allow myself to be used by someone like you? That you could send me to strike at the Overlord? No. I would feel your blood pool beneath my feet first.
Alright, that escalated quickly.
It would appear the court headsman is determined to make his stand. Under normal circumstances, I would curb this behavior with a swift execution. However, we have long since abandoned normalcy.
I guess so.
There will be a trial by combat then. Bledenmark's claim against your own. Justice will win out, and the will of the true Overlord will be evident for the living to witness. You may begin when ready, Archon.
You don't have to do this. Neither of us has to die here. I guess I have no choice then. Trial by combat. Alright, if he's not willing to follow me, I'm gonna kill him. Guess I have no choice then. Without further word or warning, the Archon of Shadows dissipates into darkness. The lights in the room flicker and dim as he surges forward in attack.
Your trial begins anew, Archon. Prepare to defend your title, your innocence, and your very life.
Right. Right, so I'm gonna end the episode here. This has gone gone on for long enough. Next time we'll take out Bledenmark. I'm very happy with how this episode went. We gained the fealty of both Tunon and Graven Ash, which is really good. I guess it would have been too much to ask to also get Bledenmark on our side. Well, yeah, for now, I'm gonna end it here. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed it, if you liked it, please leave a like. If you didn't, tell me why in the comments so I can improve. And if you want to see more of the series in the future, please consider subscribing to the channel. I do hope that you join me next time for the fight against Bledenmark. Thanks, and bye-bye.